Wisconsin, the Badger State, a state known for its cheese, its beer, and its passionate sports fans, but in the realm of American politics, Wisconsin holds a different kind of significance. It is a swing state, a political battleground where elections are won and lost by the slimmest of margins. In 2024, Wisconsin finds itself once again at the epicenter of the presidential election, its voters poised to play a decisive role in shaping the nation's future. The 2020 election demonstrated Wisconsin's importance with stark clarity. A mere 20,000 votes, a razor-thin margin in a state of millions, determined the outcome. Now, as the nation gears up for another high-stakes election, all eyes are on Wisconsin, eager to gauge the mood of its electorate and decipher the potential implications for the presidential race. The political landscape of Wisconsin is a microcosm of the nation itself, a mixture of urban and rural, progressive and conservative, hopeful and uncertain. Understanding the diverse perspectives of Wisconsin's voters is essential to grasping the dynamics of this pivotal state. In rural Wisconsin, where rolling farmlands stretch as far as the eye can see, support for Donald Trump remains steadfast. The vast expanses of green fields and the quiet, serene life of the countryside stand in stark contrast to the bustling cities, yet they are united by a common thread of unwavering loyalty to a leader who they believe speaks directly to their hearts and minds. These are the heartlands of Trump country, where his message of economic populism and cultural conservatism resonated deeply in 2016 and continues to hold sway. The sense of community here is palpable, with neighbors supporting each other through thick and thin, and Trump's promises of bringing back jobs and revitalizing the American dream have struck a chord that still reverberates. For these voters, Trump embodies a rejection of the political establishment, a champion of the forgotten man and woman. His rallies are not just political events, they are gatherings of like-minded individuals who feel seen and heard for the first time in years. The chants of "Drain the Swamp" echo their frustrations with a system they believe has long ignored their needs and aspirations.
"He tells it like it is," says a dairy farmer from Eau Claire County, his weathered face etched with years of hard work. "Out here we value honesty and straightforwardness. Trump doesn't sugarcoat things, and that's something we respect. He's not afraid to speak his mind, and he understands the challenges we face out here," the farmer continues, gesturing towards his fields. "Farming isn't just a job, it's a way of life, and Trump gets that. He knows the importance of hard work and the struggles we go through to keep our farms running."
Trump loyalists, as they've come to be known, view the Biden administration with suspicion and disdain. They feel that the current leadership is out of touch with their realities and concerns. The sense of betrayal is strong, as they believe the promises made to them have been broken. They argue that Biden's policies have led to economic turmoil, citing rising inflation and soaring gas prices as evidence. The cost of living has become a daily struggle, with many families finding it harder to make ends meet. The frustration is palpable as they discuss how their hard-earned money seems to stretch less and less each month. They express deep concern about illegal immigration, viewing it as a threat to their safety and security. The issue of border control is not just a political talking point for them, it's a matter of national security and personal safety. They worry about the impact on their communities and the strain on local resources. For these voters, the upcoming election is not simply about choosing a president. It's about defending a way of life, preserving their values, and restoring a sense of hope that they believe has been lost. They see this as a pivotal moment in history, a chance to reclaim the America they know and love. The stakes are high, and their resolve is unshakable as they prepare to make their voices heard once again. While Trump's support remains strong in rural areas, the picture is more nuanced in Wisconsin's suburbs and smaller cities. Here, a significant segment of right-leaning voters find themselves grappling with uncertainty as they weigh their options for 2024. These voters, many of whom may have voted for Trump in the past, are now expressing reservations. Some are troubled by his rhetoric and his conduct, particularly his actions in the wake of the 2020 election. Others are concerned about his electability, questioning whether he can once again galvanize a winning coalition.
"I liked what he did for the economy," admits a small business owner in Waukesha, "but I'm not sure I can stomach another 4 years of the drama."
This sense of unease is shared by many right-leaning voters in Wisconsin. They are looking for a candidate who shares their values, but who can also provide a sense of stability and competence. The question is, who can emerge as that alternative? Section 4. A generation disillusioned. Young progressives demand more. In Wisconsin's urban centers, particularly in Milwaukee and Madison, a different set of concerns animates the electorate. Here, young progressive voters, many of whom are engaged in social justice movements, view the political landscape with a mixture of frustration and cautious hope. They are not just passive observers but active participants in shaping their future.
They are deeply critical of the status quo, arguing that the system is rigged against working people and marginalized communities. This sentiment is not new, but it has reached a boiling point among the youth. They express frustration with both major parties, viewing them as beholden to special interests and out of touch with the needs of ordinary Americans. This disillusionment is driving a demand for a new kind of politics. We need a leader who will fight for us, not for corporations or the wealthy elite, declares a college student at UW-Madison, her voice filled with passion. She represents a growing chorus of young people who are demanding more from their leaders.
Climate change, racial justice, and economic inequality are among the top issues for these voters. These are not just abstract concepts, but urgent realities that affect their daily lives. They are looking for bold solutions, not incremental change. Incrementalism, they argue, has failed to address the systemic issues they face. They want a leader who will address the climate crisis with urgency, recognizing that the window for meaningful action is rapidly closing. Who will fight for racial equity and social justice, understanding that these issues are deeply interconnected and require comprehensive solutions? And who will create an economy that works for everyone, not just the privileged few? They envision a future where economic policies are designed to uplift all members of society, not just the wealthy. These young progressives are not waiting for change to come to them. They are actively engaging with local politicians, organizing town hall meetings, and leading community discussions. They are also harnessing the power of social media to amplify their voices, creating digital campaigns and online movements that reach a global audience. While their energy is youthful, their approach is inclusive, often collaborating with older generations to build a united front for change. They are not just protesting, but also proposing concrete policy solutions, participating in think tanks, and influencing legislative agendas. Every small victory is a step forward, fueling their determination to continue the fight for a more just and equitable society. The climate strikes led by young people are a testament to their commitment to urgent action, demanding that leaders take immediate steps to combat environmental degradation. Their marches for racial justice highlight the ongoing struggle against systemic racism, calling for policies that ensure equality and fairness for all. Economic justice rallies led by youth emphasize the need for fair wages, affordable education, and healthcare, advocating for reforms that benefit the broader population. Beyond protests, these young activists are also involved in community service, making tangible differences in their local areas through volunteer work and grassroots initiatives. They understand the power of the vote and are actively involved in voter registration drives, encouraging their peers to participate in the democratic process. As they look to the future, these young progressives are strategizing for long-term change, ensuring that their voices continue to shape the political landscape for years to come. Their journey is filled with challenges, but also with hope and progress, as they celebrate each achievement and look forward to a brighter future. In unity, they find strength, and in their diversity, they find resilience, working together to build a world that reflects their values and aspirations. With visionary thinking and unwavering determination, these young progressives are not just demanding more, they are creating the future they want to see. Their message is clear: the time for change is now, and they are ready to lead the charge. Section 5, Blue through and through, traditional Democrats stand by Biden's choice. For many traditional Democrats in Wisconsin, Biden's decision not to seek re-election was met with a mix of understanding and wistfulness. These voters, who have seen many political seasons come and go, understand the weight of the presidency and the toll it takes on an individual. These voters, many of whom are lifelong Democrats, have a deep sense of loyalty to the party. They have been through numerous elections, each with its own set of challenges and triumphs. They have remained loyal to the party through thick and thin, through victories and defeats, always believing in the core values that the Democratic Party stands for.
They view Biden as a decent and experienced leader who has guided the nation through a tumultuous period. He inherited a mess, says a retired teacher from Green Bay, but he's done his best to clean it up. His experience and steady hand have been crucial during these times. Another community member adds, Biden has faced unprecedented challenges, from the pandemic to economic instability, and he has handled them with grace and determination.
These voters tend to be less critical of the media than their Republican counterparts. While they acknowledge that Biden has faced challenges during his presidency, they believe he has been treated unfairly by some in the media. They argue that the focus on his age and gaffes has overshadowed his accomplishments. The media often highlights his mistakes, but they rarely talk about the good he has done, says one voter.
While disappointed that Biden won't be on the ballot in 2024, these Democrats remain committed to supporting their party's nominee. They believe that the stakes are too high to sit on the sidelines. They are eager to see a Democrat in the White House for another 4 years. We need to continue the progress we've made, says a longtime party member. The future of our country depends on it. These traditional Democrats are not just passive supporters, they are active participants in the political process. They volunteer at campaign offices, make phone calls, and attend rallies to show their support. Their dedication is unwavering. We may be older, but we still have a lot of fight left in us, says an elderly couple from Madison. We believe in the future of this country, and we will do everything we can to ensure it is a bright one. As they look ahead to the future, these traditional Democrats are hopeful. They believe that their efforts will make a difference and that the Democratic Party will continue to represent their values and aspirations. We have seen a lot in our lifetimes, says one senior voter, and we know that change is possible. We just have to keep pushing for it. Their commitment to the Democratic Party and its ideals remains strong, and they are ready to support the next candidate who will carry the torch forward. For these traditional Democrats, the journey continues. They stand by Biden's choice and are prepared to face the future with hope and determination.